who can read the objective for me? Alvin.
Today we will demonstrate an understanding of key details in the text by asking and answering questions.
All right, nice job. So guys, I want you to think about what we're doing today and how we're going to do it. I'll give you about 30 seconds, talk with your partners, try and figure it out, okay?
Comprehension by asking.
Wrap it up in about 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job, guys. I like how you turned, you got with your partner, and then you immediately came back when it was time. All right, who can tell me what we are going to do today? Matthew.
Today we will demonstrate the understanding of key details in the text.
Nice job. Alrighty. In your own words, Matthew.
Today we will show the. Today we will show a. Today we will show and.
What's another word for understanding?
Listen.
Not listen. When you're understanding something, what are you doing? You're showing what you...
No.
Okay.
Today we will Today we will show what we know of important details.
Awesome. Great job. So today we're going to show what we know about important details. Awesome. Alrighty, who can tell me how we are going to do that? How are we going to show what we know about important details? Makai?
By asking and answering questions.
By asking and answering questions. Beautiful. Alright, that one's pretty tricky to put in your own words, but what do you think, Makai? Okay. That one's pretty tricky because I think those are words that you guys would use in your everyday vocabulary, right? All right, so we're going to show what we know about important details in a text by asking and answering questions, which is right in the objective. Awesome job. Alrighty, so I have a question for you guys. Why do we read? What's the point of it? Kalia?
If you were trying to get questions to answer them, you would probably want to read the book to get some questions and then read on to answer them.
Okay, so you read books to ask questions and then you read on to answer them. What else? Micah?
Sometimes if you don't know, sometimes, like, if you wanted to know what's the biggest part of, like, the earth,
Okay.
what's the most part of the earth, then you would probably look on a globe or go inside of a book in a textbook and find out by reading and,
Find out by reading. So you can also read to find out what, Micah? Information. What's another reason that we read? Sabina?
build stamina.
To build stamina, yes. Paige?
If you like read like nonfiction books, you can get really important knowledge from it.
Yeah, awesome. Raise your hand if you like to read. All right, perfect. So that's just another reason. Sometimes we just want to read because we like to read. That's for the joy of reading. All right, today we're going to kind of review what we need when we're reading. So, when we're reading, we need to make sure that we're asking ourselves what is going on in the book. We need to make sure we're checking for understanding. We're making sure that we're understanding what the book is all about. All right, so I'm going to read this article to you guys, okay? All right, so it's from a Nat Geo. It is called Flash, Glimmer, and Glow. All right. Imagine if your nose lit up like a flashlight when you walked into a dark room. Oh, that's cool. So I could walk into a room and my nose would act like the flashlight. That's pretty cool. Or your whole body flashed on and off when you crossed the street. Wow. If it's flashing on and off when you're crossing a street, that could be good, so it could keep you protected, right?
You can know when a car is coming.
So, not necessarily when a car is coming, but so a car will know that you're crossing the street. Awesome. Your body can't light up, but some animals' body can. That's interesting. These animals can make their own light. This process is called bioluminescence. Over time, they've developed this ability as an adaptation. I think that word adaptation, I have some background knowledge about it. As an adaptation, they've developed these things over time. So I think that kind of means as the years went on, animals kind of figured out ways to live in certain areas or adapt to their surroundings. It helps them survive in the wild. Some creatures use light to signal to one another. Others use light to search and lure prey. So it seems like sometimes not only can they use it for safety things, not only can they use it to, to see things, but they also use it to lure people in to kind of get them to come towards them. Still, others use the light to scare away predators. Let's take a look to see how it works. All right, cool. So I read my first paragraph of this story, and it seems pretty interesting. I think I want to keep reading, but I need to ask myself, what did I just read? Because remember, when we're reading, we're not just reading to check our fluency or our accuracy. Come on in, Blake, you're good. We need to actually understand what we're reading. So I do this little strategy. Like I said, it's called check for understanding. And I have this check mark that helps me, and it reminds me of things I need to look for as I'm reading. All right, so if you take a look at it, my check mark asks me who the text is about, what happened in the text, when the text, or what was going on when it happened, where it happened, and why it happened. And if I can answer some of these questions, I know that I'm understanding what I'm reading. Okay? So let me use this check mark to help me to see if I do understand what I'm reading. Let's see. So, who? Well, I know this article is all about different animals that use light to kind of help them adapt in their surroundings. Let's see. What happened? Well, the first paragraph told me about different ways that they can use light. It said that they can use light to lure things in, lure prey in. They could also use light to protect themselves from predators. So it seems like, guys, that I have a pretty good understanding of what I read. So I'm going to keep going. All right, so the next section is called Living Lights. Have you ever seen a firefly light up? Actually, I have. Have you seen them? When do you usually see them? At what time of year? In the summertime. Awesome. I'm excited because I've seen them light up, but I wonder what they light up for. These winged beetles can make a summer night sparkle. In some woodlands, you might see another kind of light. This one comes from a fungus called foxfire. Foxfire lives on fallen logs. Foxfire lives on fallen logs. All right. At night, night, it glows green. About 65 species of fungi can glow. If you want to see more light, take a dive. You'll find more glowing animals deep in the ocean. Scientists say that 80 to 90% of deep water life can produce light. Some shine their light continuously. Others flash their light in short bursts. Cool. All right, so I'm going to go back to my check mark, and I'm going to make sure that I'm understanding what I'm reading. So let's see. Who was it about? Well, I know it's about fireflies, right? I remember that because I was able to make that connection. What happened? Not really sure what happened. I think I just got so excited about fireflies and then I was able to make that connection. I kind of forgot what I was reading. So yes, I was reading the words correctly, right, and accurately, but I don't really remember what I read. So sometimes, guys, this happens, and what you need to do is when you get to the end of that paragraph or an end of a page when you check for your understanding, sometimes you need to go back and reread. It does happen. That's okay, right? It's not that difficult. You can just go back and really make sure you're monitoring your thinking and monitoring what you're reading. So let me try that again, and then I'm going to come back at the end and see if I can fill in my check mark. All right, living lights. All right, so I know it must be about lights that are living, so maybe different animals that use lights. Have you ever seen a firefly light up? These winged beetles can make a summer night sparkle. In some woodlands, I know woodlands are, I think, like the forest, because I'm using my photograph to help me out. You might see other kinds of lights. This one comes from the fungus called foxfire. All right, so in my head, I'm thinking foxfire is a type of fungus. And I know funguses are different things that grow on different areas, maybe in the forest, and things like that. Foxfire lives on fallen logs. At night, it glows green. Oh, that's the thing that's living. The foxfire is the fungus, and at nighttime, it kind of creates like almost like a natural nightlight. About 65 species of fungi can glow. So it's not just foxfire that can glow, there's lots of different species. If you want to make more light, take a dive. You'll find more glowing animals deep in the ocean. All right, so there's fungi in the woods and in the forest, and it covers logs and things like that, right? But you can also find fungus in the ocean that light things up. You'll find more glowing animals deep in the ocean. Scientists say that 80 to 90% of deep water life can produce light. 80-90%, that's a huge chunk, right? 80, I know there's out of 100%, 80 to 90 can glow in the ocean. I didn't know that. Some shine their light continuously. Others flash their light in short bursts. All right, so I'm at the end of my paragraph. I'm going to go back to my check mark, and I'm going to see what I remember. Who is it about? Well, I know it's about fireflies. Yep. I also know that it's about foxfire, which was a type of fungus I learned. And it also talked about animals or creatures in the ocean. So we'll say ocean animals. All right, what happened? So this is where I got a little confused last time. Matthew, eyes and ears, please. So this quick paragraph, guys, I learned so much from it. It broke it up into two sections. It told me about different creatures and things that can light up in the forest and then that can also light up in the ocean. So let's see what happened. I learned that there is a natural nightlight. And what I mean by that is there's things in nature, guys, that can light things up. And it almost makes it like a natural nightlight, like a nightlight that you maybe would have in your bedroom. Yeah.
I watched this show and it's about animals,
Mhm.
and one of them was fish, and I forget its name, but it has like this string on its head, and it goes out, and it has like a light on the end of it.
Well, maybe if I keep reading, I'll find that one, which would be cool. All right, guys. So, you guys think you're ready to try this? All right. So what I want you to do is you're gonna find a partner. Okay? I'm gonna give you about 10 seconds when I tell you to find a partner. You're gonna get to try this strategy. I'm gonna keep this up here for you. So let's pretend that Michael and I are partners. Okay? Just like we were reading to someone, you're gonna eat crisscross applesauce. You're each gonna have your own Nat Geo. Okay? So. I would read a paragraph, and then at the end of that paragraph, I would check my understanding, okay? My partner is going to make sure that I am understanding. If I say something or if I can't tell what's going on, my partner, Michael, might need to say, hey, Miss Vencus, you might want to go back and reread so you know what's going on. Once I have done that one paragraph, then he is going to do it. And I'm going to do the same thing. As Michael is reading, I'm going to be following along and tracking with my finger. And I want to make sure that he's understanding what's going on too. Sound good? All right, I'm not going to give you too much time, maybe about 5 minutes or so. So, about 10 seconds, find a partner. When you are ready, come grab a Nat Geo. You guys can find a spot in the room, okay? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, Alrighty guys, about 30 seconds. You can come on back to the carpet.
We're already one.
Alright.
10,
Nine. So into it, the time when she got gone, I felt like it was 20 seconds.
7, 6. We're gonna do reading today for our phonics block. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, I'm gonna give us one happy face cause you guys got your partners within under 10 seconds and then you quickly went back to a spot and you got started. Second happy face because you listened to my time when you came on back. Alright, I need 2 volunteers. Alright, can I have Michael and Caleb? So, here's what I need us to do. We're going to quickly fishbowl and they're going to be in the center, okay? So go ahead. 10, stand up. 9, remember if you can't see them, you need to stand up. 8, 7,
Facing each other.
you could do E. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, my 2 friends over here. I want you guys to model for us how you guys checked for understanding. Okay? So, Mariana, we're crisscross applesauce, we're ready to go. Matthew, are you setting a good example for your peers? Alrighty, so Caleb, you can read a paragraph at the end. I want you to check for understanding. And then Michael, you can do it. Alright, my friends over here, as they are reading, I want you guys to kind of be like critiques and analyze if you think they're doing it appropriately, if you think it's an effective strategy for them. Alright, so go ahead, sir, whenever you are ready.
A capuchin monkey puts a palm nut on a log. The nut is about the size of its fist. The monkey reaches for a large rock. The monkey brings the rock down on top of the nut. Whack! The nut bounces off the log and rolls away. The monkey tries again, puts the nut back on the log and lifts the rock. Whack, 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 whack. Over and over again. The monkey hits the nut. At last, the nut cracks open. The monkey grabs it and scampers up the nearest tree to eat it. The monkey turned a simple rock into a tool. I think who it was. I think the monkey, the capuchin monkey, was he tried to open a nut with a rock to eat it, and he climbed up the tree to eat it, and then it happened. We don't know yet, but I think it happened. My prediction is where it happened was in a forest because that's where most monkeys live. And then where? Oh my God, stop me. You just did it. And why to have food and stay healthy.
Alright, freeze. How do you think Caleb did? What was something good that he did? Kalia?
He made a prediction.
He made a prediction. Yeah, we didn't even go over prediction, so he used that strategy. What else? What else did he do that you thought was good? That was showing that he was checking for understanding while he was reading. Micah?
He made sure that every single time that he was done, after who and what happened and where, why,
Mm-hmm.
he made sure that he explained all the details to make sure that he understands and that he knew that.
No, you're right. He used his check mark to kind of use it as a reference. He went back and he kind of went down each one to see who was it about, what happened, when it happened, where it happened, and why it happened. Caleb got a little stuck on when it happened. That's okay, guys. Remember, if that's just a paragraph. You might not be able to answer all those questions, but I will know that you know what's going on in the text if you can answer most of those questions. If you can't answer any of them, you should probably go back and what? Reread, because you know that you're not understanding what you're reading, and that's okay. And you just do a quick reread. All right, fabulous job. Here's what you're gonna do. You guys are gonna pick one of the texts to read. Okay? I don't want you to read the text that you just read with your partner. You're going to go back and you are actually going to fill out your own checklist just like this, okay? After you get to the end of that paragraph, I want you to stop, check for understanding, and then fill it out. Sound good? Any questions? No. All right. When you are ready, come grab a worksheet and then you can find a spot to begin. In 10, 9, 8,
There you go.
7,
Thank you.
6,
Miss
5,
Vencus, are we going to be with our partner?
4. Nope, this is independently, guys. 3, 2. Matthew, I answered those questions, my friend. Maybe you can ask a friend to help you out. Okay, bye. For special events like this. Caleb just read that one. Can we try another one? All right. You want to try that one, or there's another one? Bringing nature. You do that one? Okay. All right, so go ahead. Double check that. That's the long A sound. Good job. Long O. Focus. All right, go ahead. No, she starts with.
Before long, Abby knew that she wanted to be a photographer.
Oh. Nice job. Trees. Who is that paragraph about so far? What's her name?
Gabby.
Good job. All right, keep reading.
In college, she made a life-changing decision to share her photos with the rest of the world.
Okay, freeze. What do you need to do? What's going on in the text? Who is it about? What did we say? What was her name?
And her name is Gabby.
Yeah, and what was she? What was she doing?
She was a photographer.
A photographer. Nice job. All right, Summer, you keep going so you can